Just like here, reporting for Footy Talks. Well, this time I'm here to talk about Manchester United, who recently just sacked the manager Ruben Amorim, according to the expectations of some ex-players, ex-legends of the club, as well as some fans who believe Amorim was the problem of United. I personally believe Amorim was the solution. Yeah, I feel Amorim was the solution to Manchester United's issue that has been longing since the retirement of Sir Alex Ferguson 2013, back in 2013. Since then, they've had series of managers who has not been given time. But Ruben Amorim was one of the best managers in recent times. Yeah, it doesn't have a good win percentage, but the team was beginning to play good football. Many people feel it was sacked because of the results. I personally feel it wasn't sacked because of the results. I feel it was sacked because of the last explosive interview he had after the game with Wolves. Yeah, because it was after that interview where I'm pretty sure we were all shocked to see the sacking the next day after he has gone. He got just two losses in, was it 12 games? Yeah, two losses in 12 games. It was shocking to see that, but most fans and ex-players were complaining that the back three, which looks more like a back five, that the back five was a problem. Three defenders playing with two fullback was not working. They have to go back to the original pattern of the team, which was four at the back. The problem with United is not the formation, nor is it the coach. Top class coaches have been in charge of the United since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. We've seen Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we've seen Louis van Gaal, we've seen Ruben Amorim, Ten Hag, but still yet somehow it doesn't seem to work. I feel this is more than just the coaches. United is one of the teams that have just coaches and not managers. Let me get that straight again. United is a club that has just a coach and not a manager. The coach is the one who oversees the team, selects his players, try to implement his tactics and all that, trying to win games. But a manager is in charge of the entire football ability in the club. You see the likes of Pep Guardiola, Mikel Arteta, even the manager of Aston Villa, Unai Emery. He is the manager and not a coach. He is in charge of the entirety of the football, whatever, everything about the football. That is what they're in charge of. And Amorim complained that at first, he signed a deal to become the manager, but somehow he found out he was just the head coach. They had other people in charge of other sporting activities, the sporting director James Wicklocks, as well as Omar Berada, who does their own job and they feel they have a say in the footballing side, which is a problem. So Amorim made a complaint in his last interview, which became his last ever interview for United. It was an explosive one where he called out the directors and all that. Sadly, he got his sack. Then the under 21 coach Darren Fletcher was upgraded into an interim manager spot until they could get a new coach. It went back to back four, which was what most fans and the legends has been complaining. Sadly, they played two games coming out with just 1 point. They played against Burnley, who was sitting in 19th position in the Premier League, and they were only able to secure a 2-2 draw. Then the next game was a game in the FA Cup against Brighton, which United lost by 2 goals to 1. Wow, that means United are breaking a long history of playing only 40 games in a season. No European football, knocked out of the Carling Cup early by Grimsby, a non-league side, then knocked out of the FA Cup on the very first game as well against Brighton. The back four was, although they played some good football, But most people found out the reason why Ruben Amorim has been benching Kobe Mino all this while for Casemiro. Kobe Mino has been an headline for since the beginning of this season. Like that, he's not starting. He's not starting. Casemiro is not supposed to be benching Kobe Mino, but that game exposed the reason why it has been that way. Casemiro came in late on, and when he came in, the tempo of the game changed and upped. United started playing more offensively. But my major problem on that game was Darren Fletcher starting Lenny Euro over Aiden Evan. Evan has been one of United's best defender the past few games after the injury to Matthias Zelit as well as Harry Maguire. But I don't know why Darren Fletcher decided that it was better to bench out Aiden Evan and give Lenny Euro a run in that game. Lenny Euro was a weak link of that game. Sad because I love Lenny Euro. I feel he's a future defender. He's a top defender for the future. But that game it was exposed badly. Most people are blaming Martinez for the second goal, but I feel Lenny Euro could have done better. He exposed the whole of the 18-yard box for Danny Welbeck to have that strike in to make it 2-0. It was a crazy game. United lost with Kobe Mino starting, playing the best part of 75 minutes and back to a back four, which didn't work out apparently. So, right now, they've signed a new head coach, Michael Carrick, who was in term after the sacking of was it Eric Ten Hag? Yes, he was interim manager after the sacking of Eric Ten Hag, and he did. No, he was there after the sacking of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Yeah, he was interim after Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked, and he went on 4 games. He was an exceptional manager during that time. He lost no games. So right now he has been signed as a new head coach, not manager, head coach of Manchester United. But we'll see how the season goes. Right now, United are still sitting sixth in the table, or is it fifth? I think it's fifth because Chelsea lost and United had a draw. Fifth in the table. The season has a long way to go. We'll be seeing how it goes at the end of the game, at the end of the season. Peace and love, everybody. This is just a game for Footy Talks.